Hello, and thank you so much for joining us today. My name is Starlin with IFMA, and I'm happy to introduce our PD webinar for today. We're going to be talking about a really exciting subject, which is going to be World Workplace and the in-person training that we offer there. Today, I'll be joined by Kim Jackson and Jessica McBride. Kim and Jessica, welcome. While they're coming onto this screen, I want to go ahead and encourage everyone to please warm up your keyboards. Let us know where you're joining from. We're happy to hear where you are. I am joining you from Houston. Kim, Jessica, where are you guys at?
Good morning. I am just south of Houston, so in the same area as Starlin and Kim.
So I am northwest of Houston in a little town called Cypress, but yes, we say Houston just because Houston is about 80 square miles of just people, wall-to-wall people. Hi, Martin, welcome, and Sarah.
Yes, welcome. And we are also close together because we work directly out of the IFMA headquarters that is located in Houston, Texas. But I am an account manager here at IFMA. Kim is our executive director of business development, and Jessica is our training success manager. And we are all here to help get you excited because we are very excited for World Workplace. So today we're going to be talking about specifically how you can advance your career with some in-person training opportunities at World Workplace. And there is going to be an interactive question and answer session at the end. So please add your questions. We love to hear from you. And without further ado, let's go ahead and get started. I want to first tell you a little bit about IFMA. We are the International Facility Management Association. We are made up of over 25,000 members worldwide. So we are actually located in over 130 countries. And within those 130 countries, we have 140 geographical locally chapters. So what we do here at IFMA is advance our collective knowledge, value, and growth for facility managers such as yourselves to perform at your highest level. We really want to help you advance in your career, empower you through training, and provide you with resources to be able to do your job to the best of your ability. And you doing your job to the best of your ability helps complete our vision, which is lead the future of the built environment to make the world a better place. You making your facilities a better place helps make our world a better place. And we're here to help you do that. And anniversary we're actually celebrating this year is 45 years of IFMA, as well as 30 years of World Workplace. Kim, tell us a little bit more about that.
Okay, so World Workplace is in the US is IFMA's flagship conference. This is where the family gets back together. Every year that I go, it feels like a family reunion, and you keep finding cousins that you didn't know that you had. There's so much networking that goes on. There's friendships, there's professional connections that are being made. There's a lot of knowledge, and knowledge is everywhere. And it's just like being a part of any organization, what you're going to get from it is what you put into it. So coming to World Workplace, it is makes things available to you in one place that would take you a year to be able to connect with all of the different people. You're going to be able to find products and services on the expo floor, keeping in mind that these are subject matter experts. So if you ever needed to dive deeper into any kind of FM software, if it's looking for more solutions, something that's a pain point, come to the expo floor and talk to people. They are very interested in FMs. They are here to help support FM. So definitely don't miss out on that. And then there's also a lot of just networking. There's people that are sharing their knowledge both before the conference in more formalized training, but also during the conference. And that's going to be something that we talk about here. IFMA is 45 years old, but World Workplace is 30 years old. So from our infancy 45 years ago to what we created, bringing people together in one place from all different parts of the globe is IFMA's World Workplace. And it is something to be experienced. My first one was in 2003 in Dallas, Texas, and it was amazing. And every year it just gets better. So I would say for those of you listening, if you've
Agreed.
been to
Thank you
World
so much,
Workplace,
Kim. And I can honestly,
sorry, I think there's a
apologies, there
delay.
was a delay. Go ahead, Kim.
I was just saying, for those listening, if you have been to World Workplace, even if it's US, or I've seen some of our colleagues from around the world, an IFMA event, share that, because this is what we're going to be talking about today, and learning from one another. Starlin, that's what you said in the intro. We learn from one another. So share with us maybe where your first experience was.
Absolutely. And I apologize. I don't know if the delay is on my end, but if it is, I may just wait a couple beats longer to respond. Um, but I just wanted to say I went for the first time in 2023. So this will actually be my third World Workplace. My first one was in Denver, Colorado. And I was just blown away by the just size, first of all, the opportunities available. There were just so many people. And like you were saying, Kim, it's like long lost family members, friends that you're getting to reconnect with, and even the connections that you're making and the different business development that's happening at
Mhm.
World Workplace is just fantastic. And the one thing that I also wanted to touch on is just how much of a family sort of feel it is. It's one of those experiences where you are not around strangers. You're around other people that with like-minded goals and things of that nature, that you just feel like you're among peers, even if you don't know necessarily their names. So I don't want to take up all the time. Jessica, tell us a little bit more about your experience and your hand in what you've been doing for World Workplace this year.
Yeah. So echoing, my first World Workplace was last year. And to say that it completely changed my perspective on this field and industry and people would be an understatement. I was so impressed with everything World Workplace that I am still talking about it. And I'm like, guys, do you remember this? Do you remember this? I am so excited to get to participate in this again this year and see familiar faces and just really get to immerse myself again. I will be there for a week. So if you see me, definitely say hi to me. But it has just been such a wonderful, wonderful event to be part of. And there's just so much to learn. As you walk through the conference. So I was actually, Starlin, if you're okay with me moving forward, I was reaching out to some chapters, just talking about different World Workplace topics. And I got in touch with this wonderful IFMA champion named Kathleen, and she had great things to say about it. And I just wanted to share her perspective. I thought it would be really valuable for y'all to see today. But she said, World Workplace offers unmatched opportunities to learn, connect, and share knowledge through in-person training, conference presentation, exhibitors, and face-to-face conversations. The learning continues online, keeping the FM spirit alive year-round. You guys, it's such a great way to wrap it up all in one. And I just hope that when y'all are reading this and hearing this, you get as excited as I am for it.
No, absolutely. And that just goes to show it's an infectious sort of feeling that comes through everyone as they experience World Workplace. And the one thing that it looks like she mentioned at the first that I know we're diving into today, and Jessica, I'll let you go ahead
Mhm.
and take back the floor to get us kicked off about in-person training. So she mentions that as she goes through her quote. So tell us a little bit more about in-person training at World Workplace and why that is so important.
Absolutely. So here at IFMA, I am the training success manager, and it is my honor every day to help people go through our training programs, earn their credentials, learn, and have a great experience while they're doing it. This is something that we offer at World Workplace as well in this in-person training. So this starts before the conference. And if I sound passionate about it, it's because I am. I've been working on this for almost a year now. So we start on Saturday and we run through Tuesday, and we offer a bunch of different programs that we'll go into. But what I love the most about this experience, and that it's open to anybody who wants to come in and join us, it's the classroom feel, the community of learning that I think is so vital to every experience. So who is this open to? It's open to everybody. Early career FMs to seasoned executives. It is led by some amazing, amazing instructors who really share their experience and believe in the value of our education and our training programs. It is an opportunity to invest in yourself, invest in your career, and really just get a good head start before the conference even begins. You get to hang out with me over the weekend, get some learning in, meet some people. The conversations that I heard happening at World Workplace last year really just helped me grow in my understanding of FM. And it's just an opportunity unlike any others. I firmly believe that a classroom is vital to a learning experience, whether that is in person, virtually, whether you create study groups with your coworkers. Community and learning is what makes the experience great. So this is one of these that I believe in deeply, and just think everybody should be involved in, Starlin.
Thanks so much, Jess. That was amazing. And just very much highlights why Jessica is in the role that she's in. She is the champion for our learners. She really wants to see you succeed. And so, yes, please, if you are taking training at World Workplace, go by and say hi to Jessica, because she works really hard to make sure that you guys are successful, and she really believes in what she's doing. So thank you so much, Jessica. So we're going to move now into talking a little bit more about the courses that are being offered at World Workplace. So Jessica, do you want to give us a brief overview of that as well, please?
Sure. So I just invited you to come, but what am I providing you? So we have a good array here of what you can take. Whether it's our F&P courses, we are offering 3 of the 4. So we will have finance and business happening over the weekend. We have project management and operations and maintenance on Monday and Tuesday. If you are interested in getting your FMP credential, guys, this is the way. If you take the class on Saturday and Sunday and Monday and Tuesday, you can knock out half of your FMP before the conference even starts, which is mind-blowing, because these classes, we walk you through at 6 weeks duration on a virtual class, so that you can. So the fact that you can fit this in, let me slow down. I get so excited about this. I just start talking and talking and talking. You can knock these out quickly in a 4-day period and just have all of this knowledge in your brain and ready to take back to your company, to your peers, and just apply that knowledge. So we have our FMP courses. We have our SFP. This is something I'm really excited about. So this starts on Sunday and runs through Tuesday, and then also has some virtual classes to help get through the credential program. But it is our full SFP, which is our Sustainability Facility Professional. Again, an amazing instructor is running this, and it is a way to just immerse, again, is a word that I use all the time, into this SFP credential. You're going to knock out 75% of it before the conference begins, and just really be ready to take that back. The third option we have is a workshop that I believe in so much. It is a CFM exam prep workshop. We are offering this on Monday and Tuesday. This is a workshop if you are ready to sit for your exam. It is kind of what I say is our last stop shop. So you're going to come in, you're going to learn about methodologies of the test. You're going to learn test taking strategies. This prep workshop is something that I get behind wholeheartedly. So we are offering this on Monday and Tuesday, and it's just another program ran by a great instructor. And it's something that you, even if you're not sitting for the exam right now, you're sitting for it a little bit later, you're going to keep this knowledge in your head. So those are the 3 options that we're offering. Pre-conference and person training, they're interchangeable. But this is just my perspective, guys, right? And everybody knows that I'm going to be cheerleading it over here. But I reached out to a couple of our instructors. It's actually 2 instructors who will be here for these courses. Aki and Ford, I am her #1 fan. She is teaching finance and business at World Workplace, and she just says joining IFMA's finance and business course at World Workplace previously gave me practical strategies I could apply right away, plus valuable networking with industry professionals, all working towards their FMP. So she will be here. She will be there Saturday and Sunday teaching this course. And then we have the next quote is Jerry DeCola, one of the funnest people you will meet. He is teaching our CFM prep workshop. So he says World Workplace and the CFM workshop are the perfect combo, like peanut butter and jelly. It's a great way for FM pros to deepen their knowledge and earn a respected certification. So again, this is helping you prepare for that exam, which is our tippy top pinnacle exam. And I'm just pumped for this, guys. I think we're going to have so much fun. I think we're going to have the instructors just completely invested. If you want to join us, we have room. I'm going to say that several times today, but there's room for you to join us and get started before the conference even begins.
I I love that, Jessica, because what Akian said about having your professional networking community in person
Mm-hmm.
establishes those relationships and that comfort with another person, and you realize I am not the only one going through this. And sometimes that just helps you to be able to tackle this and to be able to talk about if there's anything that gives you concern, or it just it creates the community. And I
Mm-hmm.
know I talked to a number of people when they find IFMA, they're like, "Oh my gosh, I thought I was the only one that did this," because they may be the only FM in their company. So
Yes.
connecting with others who do what you do, who understand it, is so important. And on the slide, we are bringing in other bits of education that's going to be going on in the conference that we want to encourage you online. We have all of our sessions listed. You can dive in and
Mhm.
see what's going to be talked about. But you've got leadership, project management, construction, handover. There's other specialized topics. Just take a look and dive in. And Starlin, you've been to a few of these, so there's something for everybody.
There really is, Kim. And as Jessica mentioned, it doesn't matter if you are brand new to FM or you've been in it for 20, 30, 40 years. If you have been in this profession for any length of time, we've got something for you. We've got a
Mhm.
way for you to grow. IFMA really
Mhm.
believes in lifelong learning. And so we really encourage you to participate. Take a look on the website and make sure that what sessions are going on when, and map out your plan on what you want to attend. I've already seen some comments come through of saying, "Hey, I'm attending. We're excited. We want to see you there. Let's see what else we can help get you involved in here." So I also
Mhm.
wanted to go a little bit further into just the benefits of what some of this in-person training can be, both for the individuals as well as the companies. So Jessica, what do you see as far as individuals that come through and experience the training courses and what that provides to them? What are some of the benefits that you've heard?
Sure. So, just like Kim was just saying, the fact that you realize that you're not the only one. One of my favorite parts last year was as hosting. I'm just sitting outside of the rooms, right, ready to help with whoever. But all of these FMs would come out on their breaks. And hearing the conversations that they were having of, hey, I'm having this issue at work. What would you do? And the collaboration that was happening and getting to just hear that and participate in it and hear the wisdom of everybody sharing was so cool to me. So it's that networking, it's making the connections. One of the classes that I witnessed, what I witnessed in there was instant community. They were exchanging phone numbers, they were exchanging LinkedIn's. Some of those names I'm seeing pop up as returners this year, so I'm really excited to get to see them. But that instant connection, and then the confidence of the education that and the learning that you're taking in. It really is applicable right away, guys. I mean, you're going to take this experience world workplace and then bring it back to your companies and say, "Hey, boss, thanks for letting me go. This is what I learned." So it's just I don't see there's any downside of going. I don't think there's ever a downside of education and constant learning. But just confidence, the expanded networking, the career advancements. IFMA's courses are globally recognized. So whether you're here in Texas with us or you're across the pond or wherever you may be, IFMA is known, and we are known for having a high standard of learning, a high standard of training programs, and they're recognized in so many different places, guys.
Thank you so much for that, Jessica. Kim, do you want to tell a little bit more from kind of the company side of things and how, whenever they're seeing their employees gaining credentials, what the company themselves is gaining by investing in those folks?
Yeah, so IFMA's, we've done research on this, and not us doing the research, but others doing research and then giving us the results so that we can understand better what is the impact. And the impact is for the employer, they're going to have people who are more confident, more willing to make decisions, more willing to inform so that informed decisions can be made. There is heightened productivity. There's also a tendency to not look at something as a job, but
Mm-hmm.
rather this is their career, and they're
Mm-hmm.
looking at how am I going to get to the next step in my career. So they're being more strategic. They're aligning with the organization's objectives. There's so much that you come back energized. You've got ideas. You have people now that you can connect and reach out to foster those ideas or say, hey, I'm thinking about doing this. What do you think? And or what were some of the barriers you had to overcome with? Because if I'm prepared in advance, then I might be able to head off those barriers. So for the employer, it's really having a more engaged facility professional who now has additional resources to be that much more efficient and productive and really make a difference to the organization. So, in my opinion, that's what employers are seeing from people who come to this. It gets them out of the day to day and it gets them out of ruts and it
Mhm.
helps them to be energized and excited about what they're doing. And if anybody can come back with a little bit of Jessica's energy and enthusiasm, I'm telling you, you are going to rule the world because Jessica moves mountains, and I
No.
think that's what the employers are going to see from people that go to World Workplace, participate, put your effort into it, show up ready, be curious, have questions, and be open to learning.
Mm-hmm.
Wonderful. That is a beautiful way to put it, Kim. Thank you so much. And I don't want to completely ignore the other things that there are at World Workplace. I know we've had a little bit of a deep dive into the education piece, but let's look a little bit further into the other things that are available at World Workplace. That is easy to trip over. So we've mentioned that there are education sessions. There are over 70 across its
Yeah.
multiple FM tracks. There are every industry is represented here at World Workplace. We are a diverse group of people, and so we want you to be able to have opportunities here at World Workplace that apply to what you're doing. So we encourage you to come. We actually are also hosting Explore FM early on Tuesday morning. I believe it starts at 7:30. Is that right, Kim?
Wednesday,
Oh,
Wednesday
Wednesday. I
morning.
apologize.
Yep,
Wednesday
that's
morning.
all right. We've got so much going on before. So before the opening keynote, Explore FM 7:30 to 9:30. This is where you're going to be talking to other volunteer leaders. Starlin, you just mentioned every industry. IFMA's networking groups that we call councils, they are different industries. So different challenges are presented depending on what the facility's purpose is. If you work at an airport, your day is very different than if you're working at an academic
Mm-hmm.
facility, which is going to be different than manufacturing, hospitality, corporate. There's so many different ones. So Explore FM is exactly that, Starlin. We want you to explore facility management, gain some understanding for the depth and breadth, maybe find another group of your peeps, your tribe that you want to be able to connect with. There's also different topics. We're going to be looking
Mm-hmm.
at research, at standards. We've got some of our strategic partners participating, like HRCI. If you work with HR, it might be a good place to connect and really understand where FM and HR intersects. And then we also have building cybersecurity. Guys, operational technology with any automation, there come vulnerabilities. So as an FM, you have to be prepared for that, just like if there's an earthquake or in our part of the world, hurricanes. There's
Mm-hmm.
going to be, of course, these ladies talking about professional development and what do you need in your career? What do you want to achieve? So there's so much going on at Explore FM, and that's all before the opening keynote. And the opening keynote, guys, it's going to be really cool. Then the expo floor opens, and this is a great picture of that expo.
Mm-hmm.
Again, don't and I do hear people say, "Oh, I kind of feel like when I'm walking the expo floor that I'm just going to be bombarded." First of all, you're not. They're friendly people. They do want to talk to you because they want to share information. But think of, are there any gaps in your knowledge? Maybe you really want to understand what's the technology advancements in security, in
Mhm.
safety,
Mhm.
in health. This is the place to come in and learn. Yes, there's ChatGPT. Yes, there's Google, but there is nothing like talking to a person, telling them what your facility is like, and then getting some suggestions and things to think through and bring back to the team at your facility.
Wonderful. Thanks, Kim. And then last but very not least, we have networking events. So we like to have fun too. We want to invite you to our welcome reception, which is going to be a lot of fun. We have an award celebration as well as several anniversary events going on. So, yes, we want you to work hard, play hard, make great connections, and have just a great time at World Workplace with us. So,
Mhm.
before we end, I wanted to just go back really quickly and chat one more time about the credentials, simply because I know we've talked a lot about courses that are being offered in person at World Workplace, but they're actually part of a much bigger picture. They are part of
Mhm.
our credentials that we offer here at IFMA. And as I mentioned before, we have something for people that are very new to FM or maybe in an adjacent role, potentially like HR. Maybe you're over the facility management division, but you aren't directly in the facility itself. You still have to have a good understanding of what facility management is. So we have everything from our essentials, which is very kind of high level, new to FM, all the way to the CFM or Certified Facility Manager, which is an exam that will test you over your experience. So you do have to be eligible for that. So that is kind of spans the career
Mhm.
experience. But in between those, we also have the FMP and SFP. And I know that Jessica has mentioned both of those today. The FMP, she mentioned the 4 courses. She's got 2 of those that you can knock out right before World Workplace begins. But you can continue those. And if you are interested, or maybe you've registered just for one, but you would still like to get your full FMP, we encourage you to reach out to our team. We are happy to work with you to make sure that you are enrolled in the full credential program and are able to earn the credential that you are shooting for. That also goes for the SFP credential, that you will be enrolled in the full program if you are enrolled at World Workplace. If you're curious about the SFP, maybe you have your FMP and you don't know what the next step is, please reach out to us at corporateconnections@ifma.org. We are more than happy to help discuss this further with you. Yes, Kim.
Every FM, guys, you've got to go through the SFP program. It is about efficiencies. It takes that foundational knowledge you set with the FMP or other on-the-job training if you've been an FM for years. This is about making the most out of your resources. It helps the bottom line. So if you've got some things coming up in your CapEx budget and you're like, how am I going to make sure I can pay for that? You're going to be able to really streamline processes. It's not just about energy, but it is about energy. It's about water. It's about waste. It's about just everything becoming more efficient in your facility and teaches you how to be able to do that, how to assess the building, how to put these projects together, run them through. You're saving money for the organization, which hopefully will empower you to be able to get some of those deferred maintenance or different projects that you've been waiting for to get those done. So that is my pitch for the SFP. It is not about just putting letters behind your name.
Mhm.
These, both the FMP and SFP, are training programs you will learn. It is what FMs need to know now because we're continuously updating our content. IFMA puts everything back into its programs. This is about making the FM profession better and stronger. And we do that through each of you doing your job better, making a difference. And as Starlin shared in our vision, ultimately making the world a better place. And that really is where the SFP is at. So please, please do consider that. It's an amazing program.
And I just want to jump in really quick and say, if you're watching this, right, um, and you feel like, oh gosh, how am I going to do this? How am I going to get the time? How do I even know where to start? Guess what? We're going to be best friends in this too. So as soon as you enroll, you have the support of me and my team that walks you through however long your content access is for these programs and more. As soon as you finish one, I'm saying, okay, Jim, what's next? and we move on to our next learning experience, because again, I'm a believer in lifelong learning. So please know, as soon as you enroll, you do have that support. We offer self-studies where you can walk through it on your own. We also offer virtual classes. So again, I believe in a classroom. We have in-person trainings through our different chapters and there,
Training
but
affiliates. Hmm.
oh, sorry.
And,
um,
and
so
training affiliates. So we can get you connected to all of these. But Jessica, I'm with you.
then,
Hmm. We'll get you. We'll
yeah.
get you
So
there.
just know that you don't go through this alone. I don't let anybody go through it alone. So you have the support, you will have direction, you will have plans, you will have a team that supports you. So wherever you're starting, we love to have those conversations with you, so you can reach out to our team and we'll get you plugged in wherever that may be, whether it's World Workplace or whether it's through our training that we offer year round.
Wonderful. Thank you so much, Jessica. And also, I just wanted to mention we do have something called our Career Compass survey. If you don't know where to begin and you just would kind of like to
Mm-hmm.
get an idea, um, please we'll share the link to the Career Compass. There it is, the QR code. Please feel free to scan that. It will take you through a 2-minute quiz. It's nothing crazy. And then you have the opportunity, and we're going to follow up with you and make sure that is this where you feel comfortable starting. Tell us a little bit more about yourself. We want to get to know you and really build that relationship so you feel like you have someone on your side as you walk through your professional development within facility management. So thank you so much for joining us today. I wanted to go ahead and share we have some special savings codes for you. And this is another QR code for you, but you can take $50 off any of the essentials, or we have individual core competency courses. Ask us about that if you have questions. And then also $100 off of any of our bundles. So please go ahead and feel free to utilize those. These are going to be good through August 31st.
And
And
I'd like to add real quick, Starlin. I know it's
yes,
not called out specifically on this, but because we have dedicated our PD webinar this month to discuss World Workplace taking place next month, if you are interested in any of those pre-conference courses, please reach
Mm-hmm.
out to corporate connections at ifma.org. We'll put that on the screen, and we will be able to provide you with a savings code for that. We did not put this here because of this being a very special gift for those who have been listening and participating. We wanted to let you know, reach out to us. Plus, at this point, we are about a month out, and it's not something that you would find on the registration form. So you do need to reach out to the team here, and we will be very happy to work with you and just discuss again, first of all, what do you need? What's right for you? And then we'll help you find something that fits with your schedule, if it's at World Workplace or if it's after World Workplace and another through a different channel or avenue. But we just really appreciate you watching, tuning in, whether it's right now while we're doing this or if you're watching this afterward. Through August 31st, reach out to us and we're happy to help you. And now I think it's Q&A, right?
yes, perfect timing. So if you have any questions, please feel free to pop them in now. We're going to stay on for just a couple more minutes in case you guys have any questions. I also wanted to just add, it is not too late. I know Kim just mentioned, please reach out to us. It is not too late to register. We want
Mm-hmm.
to see you there. If this webinar inspired you and you're like, you know what, I really want to just check it out and see what it is, please come. We would love to see you there.
Yeah.
And if we don't have any questions from the viewers and all of a sudden you finish this webinar and you think about it a couple hours later, oh, I should have asked, just email the team. We are more than happy to help out. Oh, there's a question. Are there any New York City based in-person courses you would recommend? So we do have New York City. We have an active chapter there, so we are more than happy to connect you. If you
Mm-hmm.
and I think we actually have team members working in the chat, but we will reach out to you and connect you with our New York City chapter to see what in-person courses might be available. Great question.
Yeah.
Anything else?
I know that there was another
I
question about virtual courses, the
Mhm.
schedule. Again, reach out to Corporate Connections and we are very happy to help you with those specific questions. Um, I would say I have a question for Jessica.
Okay.
So, Jessica, this is on the FMP, and
Okay.
it's not a trick question.
It's a
I'm
pop.
not going to trip you up. Um, I know our instructors, so I'm going to back up. There's 4 individual courses that make up the
Hmm.
FMP.
Hmm.
And I often hear people say, well, is there a particular order I should take this in? And I think the instructors have shared with us their preference. So maybe if you wanted to give somebody a course to begin with, and then the progression, again, it's not a requirement, but I figure if an instructor has some advice, we should maybe listen to it.
Yeah, so we got to speak with some of our instructors and get their feedback on this. Now watch me say the wrong class, guys, and this is going to happen every time. But and y'all correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe that our instructors said that it is best to start with our leadership and strategy
Yeah.
class. You learn so much in this course. And it is just a great way to get in and learn how to have conversations, um, varying different topics that come with your field. But it is one of our best courses. I love that so much, but that is where they like a starting point to be. And just because I also saw that question about our virtual classes, just know that those are offered at 11 a.m. and 7 p.m. Central Standard Time. So if you are interested in that, again, reach out to us and we can get you those schedules going. But leadership and strategy, Kim, is my final answer.
And you're correct. Yes. Yes, I think a lot of people are like, "Oh, I'd be most comfortable in operations and maintenance because that's what I
Right.
do all the
Bread
time."
and butter.
Actually, I actually think hold that till the end. Leadership and strategy is where everything begins because as an FM, you guys are working with everybody throughout the organization from the very top all the way to different areas where you're managing every aspect of that facility. And so you're interacting with people. Leadership and strategy is not just how to be a better leader, right? Those soft
No, not
skills.
at all.
It's strategic. It's about tying
Mhm.
things to your organization's um, goals and objectives and being able to articulate how facilities supports that and just supports the actual productivity within the organization. If facility stops, most organizations stop.
Mhm.
So it is the role of the FM is incredibly important and learning that right away. And then I'm just going to emphasize what Jessica emphasized earlier. And I think, Starlin, you may have said it too. This pertains to what you're doing right now.
Yes.
So don't put off your training, invest in yourself. Take the time. You're giving your time to everybody else, but you need to put a little bit of that time for yourself. Jessica can help you figure out how to make that happen. That is definitely one of your strengths, Jess.
Absolutely. And I really, really believe that education for yourself is self care. It is an investment into yourself, it is an investment into your career. And I just believe that you should keep that brain working for as long as you can. So, um, I'm really excited, guys. I'm so excited that we have a comment here of somebody who will be at World Workplace with us. If you will be there, if you do not find me over the weekend or Monday and Tuesday, come see us at IFMA Central, which is on the expo floor. We love getting to see our members and just people come up that we're emailing all the time. And they're like, hey, Jim, I don't know if there's a Jim here. I keep using Jim as my example. But hey, Jim, it's good to see you at World Workplace again. So come see us. We are so excited to go. We've been working on this for a really long time. It has consumed my brain. So I am ready to see it come to fruition and get everybody involved. So again, if you've been on the fence and you're like, oh, I don't know, maybe I was, maybe I wasn't. Hopefully this has tipped you over and you're going to come join us. If you have any questions, if you're still on that fence, I am happy to jump in other meetings or jump into email conversations or phone conversations and make sure you have the information that you need to make that decision. So I'm really excited. I think I've said that about 100 times in 40 minutes.
So
Well,
I would like to just add, and then we'll wrap up and let everybody get back into their day, that if you do have a group from a company, a
Mm,
group of 5, I think you pay for 4 and 1 is free. So if you average that out, it's a 20% discount. So just some
Ooh,
food for
very
thought.
nice. Yes.
Yeah, yeah.
Mm.
Thank you so much, everybody, for joining. Starlin, I'm going to leave it to you to close us out.
Fantastic. Well, thank you, Kim and Jessica, for your insights today. It was so great having you on. If this is your first webinar watching us, we do try to hold this monthly. There's a couple of months in the summer and around December that we are not doing a PD webinar, but most of the time you'll find us here around the third week of the month. So please watch out for our next webinar and join us then. Until next time, have a great time, everyone, and thank you so much for joining.